you so much, sir. Okay. And Merry Christmas. Oh, I didn't say that to him before he leaves. Anyway, you will hear me there. Merry Christmas to you. So I just checked the offering pots, and it shows here that even though we were like nearly 2,000 before then, right? Well, we couldn't get you to at least, I mean, we could do better. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to add your own offering there, which is like the video, share it. The more you do that, the chance that those who need to really see this will see it. And it's just all of us playing our role. Yeah, I know. Like, and everybody kind of have their own shot. I call it shot. So I have another caller here. Hello.
Baba Gbalagba.
Yes, sir. Baba.
It's Martinelli.
Martinelli. Now, okay, you got me. Anyway, Martinelli. How are you, Baba?
I'm watching you on that one. I'm watching you on the other one. I do okay, Baba. I do okay, Baba.
Okay. Did you change your profile pictures there or something like that? Your status picture or something? Because that's why I missed it. I knew what it was like the last time, Yeah. Well, it's really good to hear from you, Martinelli.
Baba. We, the members of the Temple of Truth, we are the happiest to hear your voice again. We are the happiest to know.
Mati, Baba. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for taking the time out. That's everything, because you came on a couple of days ago, yesterday or so in the daytime.
Yeah,
and
just to make sure that my equipment are not already rusted, so I had to make sure they're still working. But yeah, I had to do 2 programs yesterday, even though I wasn't there. But yeah, Marty,
you did, Baba. You did very, very well. You did well. Thank you very, very much, Baba. I wish you all the best. I hope you get better.
I will.
I know you're still not 100%, but whatever. Yeah, I hope you get better very soon. And that's to and everybody. Thanks to them for looking after you and making sure that.
I can hear you too. Thank you so much, Baba.
Thank you so much, Baba. Like you said, everything you say, like you echo our voice. So there's nothing to come here and say again. So what are we gonna say again? We are here catching feelings, having sleepless nights, thinking of how we're going to what are we going to do? How are we going to get out of this mess? How are we going to do this? What are we going to do next? How are we going to do this? A lot of us are actually
concerned and all that.
A lot of us, I mean, so sometimes when you talk about, diaspora, what are you doing? As in, I don't know, I feel like jumping on some people, just ripping their guts out, or
and
just
feel like please do, because sometimes you need it too. You know what I mean?
Like everything you get, before all this nonsense happened, we told you this is how it's going to end. You guys pushed everybody into this madness. And we followed you. We, for those of us who, who already knew how it's going to end.
Now, do yourself. Do yourself. We'll be here to remind you.
Come back. And, and now you want to come back and start blackmailing us.
Gaslighting me. Emma, don't talk like that. At least we cannot show why mini. Cannot talk like that. I will talk like I want to talk. Because I could possibly not be talking the way I'm talking now if a majority of you has actually used your sense of reasoning and prevented yourself from all of this.
Just pay that attention. Pay that. Even if you cannot use your head, there are some of us that actually knows how to use our head. And we told you that cry. We insulted us. You shouted at us. You belittled us. You told us we had. Now you are back.
They said we cry for 8 years. Remember?
You understand? My ego, you are crying. My ego, you cry for 8 years. My ego is crying. Inside is Al-Qaeda. Inside is brand new.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I won't. I'm crying. That's fine. But no make una no dey gaslight my crying. So are you now mocking us? You know? Me. That's sort of what me. My react me. Nothing will happen. If you think you can gaslight us from doing so by trying to say, but Kini, keep what you buy down. You know?
Buhari don't know anything about currency change. You don't know anything. Really? With all the evidence. Really?
You know?
Any problem, or any shuru. Mayegun.
Atinelli.
Compliments of the season. Merry Christmas.
You should have a wonderful one, and say me well to the family, okay? And yeah, you have a good one, Baba.
Baba, no off the mic, oh. You understand?
And it couldn't bush along with in case people have no idea what that means, the only thing we could collect this mic from my hand, and that one, and the only thing we are not get control over. None of us get control over it, And then lọ́jọ́ táwa dẹ̀rẹ́ Martinelli ikú táwa ò ń ṣe ní ó dọ̀la tó bá tún dọ̀la á tún kọ̀la tó bá tún dọ̀la á tún kọ̀la ọ̀la máa kọ́ ẹnu òun lẹsẹ̀ máa fi kọ́ ló máa fi kọ́ èkùrọ̀ ojú ọ̀run kò yé bàbá ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa.
Mi
lórúkọ Jésù. Martinelli àwọn èèyàn máyégún nìyẹn o. And it is true, ẹsẹ̀ Bible kan ni. Sorry, my caller. Me, I know that none of us is getting out of this world alive. Do you know that? So if people threaten you with death or try to make you feel like death is something, so we are all going to die. See, nobody is living this earth alive. None of us is living this world alive. So then what is the big deal? But the only thing there is that for me, my own death is not going to be today, but tomorrow. Now, when we get to tomorrow, remember, tomorrow turns to today, Abi? And since my own death is not today, it is tomorrow. So it will always be tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay? Just same way. These are our feet continues to believe that it will crack the palm kernel on that road. I will crack it tomorrow. And it will never crack it. Enimapa, olamapa, enu, oni. Okay, ma stop there. Hello there.
Hello to my.
Oh, our lady. How are you tonight, ma?
It's quite a while, thank God. It's been a while. I have been strong also like you.
Oh,
yes.
It's been a tough one, by the way, and it seems to always be like that every December. Mine is always December. I don't know why, but after a few days, I'm back and I wait for the next year or next 2 years and all that.
Yeah, it's reaction to medication. So,
well, okay.
But I'm fine. It's fine. It's not God.
That's great, ma'am.
And I'm calling basically to wish you well because you've been also very strong.
I have.
And by the grace of God, your enemies will never overtake you.
Amen.
Your wife both of you will live long.
Amen.
To enjoy each other. The trouble of Nigeria will not overtake you.
Amen. But it's like I'm already growing some white beard here now. Like, I don't know. And they said it's stress. And I can tell it is. And I shouldn't be stressed, but look at me.
No, all of us are great. Concerning these people who are trying to destroy us, there's no part of their news that shows that they are human, they are humane, and that the problem of the masses concerns them. There's nothing about them that shows that.
They have empathy or sympathetic to the people they claim to be ruling.
Not at all. I watched you from beginning, the Emefiole's saga, the 99% of all participants in Buhari government should face firing squad. They are facing it. But the thing is, you and I may be the one that sleeps better than them. Because as long as the people are suffering, as long as all these stories about them is on air, they are not sure of any, even their gatemen, they are not sure of them. They are not sure of their cook, they are not sure of anybody. That is not life. You can make a whole country. Now, the wife is busy sharing money for the ex-wife's
I
money.
saw that 950 million she shared in a single
Million.
day.
So, and I would have loved to find out what was her business. Where was this money, or where did these monies come from?
Office of the First Lady, ma.
Yeah, office of the First Lady. Does she have salary that she's earning all these billions within 6
They
months?
just give money to her to spend. Remember this budget of supplementary, ma. She alone and her office collected 42 billion naira. That's how much that she got from it. Okay?
Exactly.
In 2024 budget, you don't want to know how much she's getting. So it's just free money.
And we have the story that she was also the one supporting his husband. I mean, her husband when he was
running his drug business. No doubt, she's indicted in that FBI report.
They have been in the business. They have been in the same business together. Yes. But one thing I'm very, very sure of is that all this ill-gotten wealth and all this everything they are doing, they are not going to do anything reasonable with it.
No.
As Nigerians are cursing them. Many Nigerians are dying. Mothers and fathers are cursing the system. Some fathers and mothers that worked in that system. So somebody like me, my father was a railway worker, and he suffered before he died. If not that God helped us to support him a little. But there was nothing to show that he worked so hard for that government. My father would ride bicycle from Lawansin to Yaba or walk when the bicycle is broken to support his. And these people today, they don't even do 1/10 of what my father did. They are all billionaires. You see, so all these people, it may be looking rosy to them, but what they don't know is tomorrow. The tears of the ordinary man will never go in vain. The tears of the ordinary man, they will cry, God, take away this money and give me back my life. So all these things is horror. And I don't know. And for us to be thinking that Tinubu will do anything against what do you call him? There's another name you call him.
Oh, Buhari, you like that? I thought you always kind of love to avoid that, but yeah, I love it. Go on, man. Call it Buhari.
Buhari. So we saw how both of them met in London immediately after took over government. So that is where they went to solidify what should be talked about and what should be done and not done. We are not fools. We are not fools. So it also started looking like he was not happy to have Tinubu in government. But when it was time to vote, he was the one that showed the card who he voted for, so that everybody should vote for him. So we know all they are doing. The games they are playing, they are not playing with idiots.
And the Nigerians that they are playing, those ones they are dancing up and down with the sensation news that is complete trash, that doesn't actually say anything.
Yeah, without the internet today that we have today, nobody will know as much as we know. In the past, they do those things and you cannot prove anything. They just do and go. But today, God has given us the channel through which we can see everything. So if what you call Trump can face what he's facing in America, the period will come. If it is not Tinubu, there will be somebody that will come into that power and bring all of them.
Eventually deal with that. Well, I mean, that's sort of optimistic.
Yeah, there will be a die-hearted, is it the way he said, a die-hearted human being that will come there and all of them will pay their prices. You see, because you cannot sow pepper and catch and get tomatoes.
So the same,
so the law of retributive justice will visit everybody. So it's painful when you see these things happening and the people don't care. They were already billionaires before they came to Aso Rock. And still it's not enough, like what Trump's sister said. He has so much and it's still not enough. Mary Trump wrote it, that her brother has so much and still not enough. He's still, perpetrating in all kinds of crimes and doing it like nobody can say anything, but gradually facing the music. So I just want us to, to believe in one another. Don't give up on ourselves.
I know, like it has to be a continuous fight because, like,
So
what
this
do we have to lose again? They've taken
this
everything from
what
us.
yeah,
So
what you
if
are doing.
what we have left is fight, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we should hold on to it. So yeah, we'll get there,
And
man.
I'm disappointed with the Emefiole man and all his
It
activities.
just let people who say professionally his career and all of that. You see, we are just sounding nicer, like in reality, eh? All these
Mm-hmm.
people actually care about any career. That's wherever they are in front of money and all of that. They don't care
Mm-hmm.
about any career. They are criminals. Their
Yeah,
career is just their meal ticket to what? To siphon. Instead of using their career to better Nigeria, they use
better.
that to destroy Nigeria. So
Eh?
you guys, so they don't care about it, but it's who they are. That's what I say to people. Bokwari
Yeah,
is a full-time criminal, and everybody
yeah,
under him knows that.
and all
Okay,
of them
and
same thing.
they all enjoy themselves.
You see. So somebody, this thing you are doing for Nigerians, you think Nigerians don't see you? Some of them cannot call you,
Hmm.
but at least they have somebody who is fighting for them. There are many people praying for you,
I
Mayegu.
know, I believe that one,
Without
especially
you.
when it comes to people like yourself and so many like that,
Yeah.
who are there, invincible. They will pretend to be. Of course, I believe that, man. I
Not
mean,
everybody.
why would I even last this long if I don't really have some passionate
Nigerians
people?
call. I don't think all Nigerians call you. Some of them don't even have the data. They may watch, but they may be able to call you and all that. They speak in their privacy.
I
Some
know.
of them are afraid to speak. Maybe they will not begin to look for them, you know. So, but one thing you must know: what you are doing is not in vain. You are also going to benefit from it
I know.
because the happiness you will get is when that country
Imagine
is
the day that I will be able to kind of say it
you know.
boldly here and say, "Oh, I'm going to be in Nigeria on Monday. I'm going
Mm,
to be in Ijebu Day on so time." And of
mm,
course, on that same day, I'm there, and everybody is watching. I say, "Oh yeah, you are in Ijebu Day now. Is Ijebu Day? How is this or that?"
that
Because it's safe to be there, and I
you
can
see,
know that my rights and everything is not going to be trampled upon by some lunatics because they have
yeah.
power in government.
And
So
I'm
of course, everybody will have to benefit, but we just
exactly.
know that we probably stand no chance where these guys.
I wanted to quickly chip in concerning
Yes, ma'am.
this young man that they hold down, the Biafran people, uh,
Mazi,
Mazi.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
If we all can remember what they did to the Boko Harams that were killing people, thousands,
Mhm.
and they said they got them. They didn't kill them back. They didn't put them in prison. They said they have been rehabilitated,
Said.
and then they put them in Nigerian army. That is horrible.
Hmm.
So they put them. They are not enough. They put them in Nigerian army. What did Nnamdi Kanu
He
do?
killed
That
no one, no.
he killed no one, and they refused to release him.
And they believe that he's more dangerous than the 170,000 repentant Boko Haram that have
Boko
killed under Buhari alone, they killed over 62,000 Nigerians.
Haram, and they are now celebrated, and
But
they were.
Nnamdi Kanu is more dangerous to Nigeria
They,
than them.
let me tell you, they
Yes,
cannot
ma'am.
shut Igbo down forever.
They can't.
Not even if there is only like I think a guy that's called said that even if there is only two Igbo man left,
Mm-hmm.
he will keep fighting. They will not.
That's the truth. Mm-hmm.
It's like shoes. You can even if there are only seven pieces
You
of
know something, ma. You know something, my lady, right? Is this
yeah.
if they could have shot the Igbos down, extinguished them, they would have done it, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yes, now
But it's because it is not doable. It can't happen. I mean, how do you even exterminate over 70 million people from
people
the surface of the earth like that? Even
all that
King Leopold that killed over 5 million people in Congo, he could
yeah
only do that. But today, the
yeah
Congo are still there.
they are
So
still.
how primitive form would be to think that it could exterminate some, like, who you be?
And I don't know why you want to exterminate people who are not doing you anything wrong,
I beg,
who are hardworking people, who are business minded, very creative people. They and with all cheating and all the evil you are doing, they are still watching you. It doesn't mean that if you push them to the wall, they will not react. It doesn't mean that.
Hmm.
You may be in control of the army and police, but you are not in control of also the army and police that are in the eastern part of Nigeria.
That's right.
So you can do whatever you want, but when you continue to you push them to the wall, they will react.
They will.
They will react. So it's all these things they are doing, they are not even helping the other parts of Nigeria. No. Because the guy that didn't do anything, you put him in prison for more years.
Because of what he says or what he said. You locked him up that way and you continue to hold him illegally. Or those who actually kill people, beheaded them, women, children, sold them, kidnapped them, sold them to sex slavery.
Yes,
you were parading those ones in uniform as those who have are you like what kind of country is this?
I told you that they repented.
They know they didn't.
They will be the ones that God will use to destroy them.
Amen.
Because God will use them. These people that already know how to kill, already know how to go to people's houses and do evil.
And they ransack villages and then, kidnap, rape women, children, and, all of that stuff. They are already doing it.
And they are not ashamed to say that they should leave this young man still in prison. A man that has asthma, that has, I don't know,
other health conditions that they actually spotted in their different court papers and some medical records presented. They just,
Yeah, and there is evidence to show that there is no freedom for his people. And there is injustice. Just leave us alone to go our ways. And the reason they cannot leave us alone is the crude oil.
Well, they've made a mess of that as well. So who is benefiting from the crude oil now? Not the owners, not Nigerians. It is just this minute number of people who are now kind of overseeing that. So what, you see, my lady, let me take another one, ma. Thank you so much.
My brother, thank you. And I just want to wish you and your family a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you, ma'am. And we wish you same to yours and everyone around you, ma'am.
Yeah, Germans call it good and rich. Good and rich means to sleep, to slide into New Year in a good way. Good and rich.
Bless you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, you have a wonderful holiday. I'll use that. Christmas, New Year, and I hope I speak to you again before then. So you have a good one, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, my brother.
Ma'am. Good night. So, a lady there, Lady Margaret, and I have just one last caller before we call it a night. Oh, hang on. I think it's just I've just got one more caller to go tonight, and it happens to be Osita. One name Dinamba. One name Osita.
In fact,
how are you, sir?
You know that thank you, my brother. I'm good. Do you know we were supposed to sing that music for you to say Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Then no fit defeat my yogu.
See, I said my own all the time, and seriously, as long as I can talk, right? They're going to try. They don't fit short this, Baba.
They don't. Now that's what fella called basketball won't start again.
You get,
yeah. Believe me, they can't shut you up. They can't shut you down.
No.
Yeah, truth will always reign forever.
It will.
Welcome back again after some time off.
Some time off, I'll say, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Concerning this report on Emefiole. On a more serious note, most of the we keep thinking that the money printed and the money changed. All these things, I was deceived too. A whole lot of people were deceived. But we learn from our mistakes or our lessons. Our mistakes are
for trusting what they say. Because it's only by believing, giving what they say a benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, let's see. That's what makes you get deceived enough. Because at the end of the day, just like, man, you cannot even give these people a benefit of the doubt on anything.
You can't give them at all. Because they are coming back now telling you that it's Emefiole that took. But The Ragamuvian was on TV.
Yes.
And he said, you still played it now.
Mm-hmm.
He said the reason why he approved it.
Yes.
I can only make a suggestion to you if I'm working under you. It is left for you to approve it or not. If you say no, I cannot do anything.
You know,
Emefiole is a criminal who is working under a crook.
Yes.
So people need to understand that. And that crook is never going to employ somebody who is clean. No. The crook will always employ a criminal that will do his bidding.
God bless you.
Even all these things they were saying that Emefiole was the one that one person told Emefiole told Buhari. It might not even be the true story. It might be Buhari that will say, and Emefiole might just say, if we do it, and he will say, my friend, will you shut up? Baba. That is the way this behave. That's the way they behave.
The same Buhari in 1984 decided to change Nigeria money because he was targeting some people he believed stole money. It was the same idea he was promoting this last year.
It was the same idea that he had. They are now
changing the story now.
They are now changing the narrative. One thing I want people to understand is that there is always going to be somebody who will take the blame.
The fall guy.
Even before Emefiole decided to continue, they've told him that we will do all this thing, we will put all this thing on your head. People think that these people don't plan, as if they don't plan. They pay some people, they pay some propagandists on how to deal with the affair of Nigeria. People will tell them, do this thing this way, they will ordinarily accept it. Or if they don't accept it, they will shout for a while and they will give up.
Yes.
That is what those people, those propagandists, they don't call their name on TV. Me and you, we've never heard their name before. They might not even be Nigerians. That's the one thing that people don't realize. They might not even be Nigerians, but they will play this ball game. What Tinubu is doing right now, is to think he can curry favor. Because if he's actually trying to work, it is not Emefiole that you ask that question.
You know, because
there are several of them you can ask that question.
You don't probe Emefiole, you probe Buhari's government. It is when you begin that probe that you begin to take part. I mean, ministry to ministry, department to department, everywhere things go wrong. Buhari will be the one.
To parastatals. Everybody, you know? This one you picked under. So if you look at it,
but you are telling us that you are investigating Emefiole, but you are not investigating Buhari.
Emefiole.
Who does that?
Without investigating Buhari, you are not investigating the governors. Even a governor, a former governor, is in his cabinet right now that committed grievous crime.
Yes.
That everybody know. But you still made Matawali, but you still made him a governor. I mean, a minister.
Of defense.
So you just think about it. You made a governor who could not control his state. That there is skirmishes, there is war in his state, in Katsina. And you still made that, in Zamfara. In Zamfara. Then you still made that one a minister, not of just defense. An ordinary minister of defense. Who does that? Let me use the crazy motherfucker, sorry for the language, the crazy idiot, Asari's language. Have they not left you behind, Emefiole? Now they have left you behind.
They have
That's
left
the way
you behind. And
they have left you behind.
Let me play you a music, Osita. I say, day, day. Osita, I'm following you.
So if you come to think of it, we saw Malamu the whole atrocities he committed, money-wise. We are talking about money-wise. He did it with the central bank.
Yes.
Nobody said anything about Malamu. Even now, the reason I told somebody today, I was talking to somebody, I said, the person called me just because of this thing. I said, even the Tinubu, that Ragamuvian, that Ragamuvian is part of everything that happened in that central bank. He's part of it.
As well. Remember his own bullion van from Emefiole too. Now
Thank you very much.
Gave him that 2 billion van. Oh.
Yes, he's part of it. That Ragamuvian is part of it. So what I want Nigerians to know is that this thing is a planned act. It is a movie. It's a series. They write it in such a way they have somebody to blame. And when they have that person to blame, you will always say, oh, he is trying. Meanwhile, they are laughing at us.
Yes.
I told somebody, Emefiole will come to court. He will want to come to court. He will wear oversized clothes so that you will think that he has macheted. Other things are propaganda. That is what they are doing. Ever since this particular government has come into power, tell me what they have said that they achieved one. They have not. If you remember, when we were talking about subsidy in one of your programs, I said in that program that day, who told you that they are bringing in oil? They are not bringing in oil. You see those refineries, they are still working in a particular capacity. They are still working in a particular capacity that what they do is that they use that capacity to service the people. And you think they are bringing in oil. Okay, where are they bringing in the oil? I've had the opportunity of visiting different countries in Europe. I live in America. I lived in UK for 5 good years. I visited about 12 countries in Europe. I don't see where their fuel, their gas smells. You yourself, you will testify to me that their gas don't smell. You don't hear the smell of their gas. Then how come that we import from them? And I've been to Dubai, I don't hear it. Then how come that when they now import it, our own gas will be smelling? Did you ask yourself that question?
I have never seen it that way. I have to be honest. It's like you trying to kind of put something in my head now that I never really kind of think about.
When I was in primary and secondary school, the smell of the gas that I hear.
You see, you are an American, so using gas,
No,
let's be very
the smell of the gas that I hear when I was in Nigeria in primary and secondary school. That's the same way it smells when I last visited Nigeria.
You Americans call it petrol gas. Or we are talking about the proper gas now, or just petrol?
Yeah, we are talking about petrol.
Okay,
no, we are talking about petrol.
Okay. So I just want my listener to know what you are talking about when you talk about the smell. All this strange smelly petroleum products in Nigeria.
Yeah,
we don't have strange smell here. No. You just know that this is the smell of petrol. That's the smell. And you have to kind of be very close to the tank where the petrol is being kind of dispensed before you know that, that smells like paraffin.
Yeah.
But there are some strange ones in Nigeria you're talking about.
And it is still that strange one that that time me and you were in primary, secondary school.
Yes, sir.
The same one we hear at that time is the same that smell that we perceive today if you go to Nigeria. That's to tell you that they are not importing anything. They are not importing anything. Let nobody come into anybody's brain and say that they are importing anything. Which of the vessel who has been in Tinkan Island wharf or in Tinkan Island and say, oh, they are offloading petrol or diesel? All those things are story for
just told
the gods.
Us that they will bring the vessel to Nigeria. You see them on the water, and then once they pay them subsidy, they will move all the petrols to Ghana, to Benin Republic, and go and sell them in Cameroon. And that's what they told us. Subsidy has been doing to them. You remember?
So it's all a lie. All these things they are doing, they just lie upon lie upon lie upon lie. Look, let's be clear.
Right.
We are asking for one thing. I am telling you, Nigeria can never be good as far as it is attached. That name is attached to that country, that Nigeria, it can never. it is better we go our separate ways. We will coexist.
There's too many dark secrets holding this
There are too
contraption
many dark
together
secrets
by these dark criminals that the least one can wish for is, can we just break it up and go, please?
Let's do this thing in peace, so that when I come across any other person who came out from that contraption, I will say, my friend, we coexist with Ghanaians, we coexist with Togolese. So why is it that we cannot do this thing in a manner at which it is not going to affect anybody? But if they are waiting for it to be in a manner that is going to affect everybody, believe me, we are open to it.
No, I mean, see, Osita, there is a saying.
We are open to it.
Whoever is against the peaceful dissolution of something like this, then if that is prevented, the violent dissolution is inevitable. We are doing our best to keep it at this peaceful dissolution. Well, yeah.
So that is just the way it is. So people, if we like, will believe anything that they say today. There is nothing for me. I'm not talking about another person. There is nothing they will tell me about Nigeria that I will believe. Every morning they will come up with one propaganda.
Man. Exactly.
Yes, every morning.
Because
the other day they came up
with an agenda.
They came up the other day. Yeah, they came up the other day. Oh, we are putting subsidy on transportation for people to travel during the Yuletide. But at the end of the day, they find out that it's all lies.
It is.
What did you put in place? What did you put in place? You put in place nothing.
Nothing.
And you think the companies will just come and say because of the president has spoken.
You didn't see some videos of some ragtag people. We are so grateful to the government that we are, and guess what? To make it even ridiculous, they say they are going to a lorry, right? We are talking about people who really travel during this period. Who are those people? These are people who are traveling long distance. The Igbo
no.
They are the ones. So, which means if you really want to show to us that you have something put together for this mass movement and the rest, Abi, we should.
Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't be going to the same park and being told that, oh, sorry, no, not yet. But I just said that they've now started some handful of people to kind of move now. You know, the Igbo businesses that they announced without giving them any money, okay, setting them up so that they can say, oh, if that idea failed, it was because the Igbos don't like him now. The president ordered that you should do half price, and you started rejecting people. You are not carrying them. If it's because you don't love business now. But again, it seems that the businesses are beginning to sort of turn up. Like whether they pay them or not, to sit.
No, if they have to do it, it's a very simple thing. Give subsidy to the fuel, to the gas that they will put in those vehicles that will convey people. But we've not seen it. That was the way they removed subsidy. The way they removed subsidy, they said they removed subsidy, but they didn't remove it. No. But they said that was the way they removed subsidy. Yeah. You can't keep telling people you brought student loan. Yeah. All those things that you said, no one is true. Everything is propaganda. And my own is, I pity a lot of people when they come out, when you want to talk about Tinubu, and they will defend the hell out of their life. Like you were saying today, I was asking, I am sorry, I'm not a bigot in the sense that I was born in another place different from where I come from. I was born in the Yoruba land. I'm an Igbo man. So most of the times this thing happens when you've never traveled. You don't really travel. It occurs to only people who stay in a place for so long in their life. I've traveled far and wide. So I'm only just going to say that it is applicable to those who has never traveled. Even there is one guy on Twitter. His name is Osas or something like that. He's always. I now asked him today if the Yorubas are slamming the Igbos, for example. And I asked him, what reason do you from Edo State, which reason do you have to slam the Igbos? You are not in your own land. If the Yoruba man claims that, oh, Lagos is his land and he can say anything he wants to say, why are you amplifying it? You live in Lagos too. I said, don't you know that you are a tenant too? The way the other Igbo man is a tenant.
You are joining them to say, go back here or that. You are not different, and they don't see you different too. The same bigoted rogues using Yoruba name to do all those, right?
So
they see you as them too.
I said, instead of you should be here on this space to condemn what is meant to be condemned.
Yes.
And you are putting fuel on it. I said, believe me, you should be ashamed of yourself, and your mother should be ashamed of you.
That's the right thing.
Because he said, then who am I? I said, because if I have to say a second place where I come from, I'm a Lagosian. I was born and brought up, bred in the Ikeja. Yes. I told him, go, you can verify that. I will tell you the name of the hospital. That hospital is still there till today. So I said, don't get this thing twisted. We are talking like about that. All of us.
I just want people to always know that, when you see a section of APC, Tinubu's thugs, Agberos, the bad stats, right? For those who are enlightened and educated enough, they should never ascribe them to the whole of Yorubas. You all can witness all the millions of Yorubas who are indeed even taking them up. Here you get. So because of their bigots, right? Nobody should feel comfortable to kind of talk to Yorubas anyhow and feel like you are sounding nice simply because some group of lunatics who are also calling their fellow Yorubas Omoale. Then you will now turn around and say Yorubas are always like that. No, that would be very much like
on Twitter, me and the guy back and forth. I told him that was yesterday. I told him that I just want to. I'm not talking to any Yoruba man here now. It is you that from Edo State
this nonsense
that I am talking to. Yeah, that I'm talking to now. Instead of you should be on the center and say, my brother, don't do this. My brother, don't do this. But you are there. You are fueling nonsense when it doesn't have anything to do with you. I told him. Yes, I told him.
Anyway, Osita.
That. Yes.
Sorry, man.
My brother.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
We are totally out of time now, and it's such a pleasure hearing from you again.
All right. So, God bless you. Remain strong for us.
I will.
Remain strong for us. No matter what, we are solidly behind the truth that you talk about. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Stay safe, okay? And you have a wonderful holiday too, okay? In case if I don't speak to you again before the end of the year, right? So, Osita, thank you so much. Now, this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight, okay? You see me as Mayegun, right? When I speak my mind and I drop my stuffs and everything and share my, you know what I mean? Ask me letting out everything inside. And then when you consume them, for those who spend their time enough, like long time with me every evening like this, you see, it is just for you to also probably reflect on them. Okay, you don't have to agree with me on everything or same way with me and all that. They are just an opportunity for you to understand what is going on, a better perspective of it. What you make of it is completely yours. Okay, so the idea of where this what do you call it, social media bandits, Facebook adsmen, those low life cretins that love to feed fat on tribal, ethnic, religious, divisive, rhetorics and the rest of them. When you want to deal with them, right? Deal with them as one lunatic that was about that was kind of trying to present themselves or make themselves feel like they are representing the genuine people of that tribe. When you see an Igbo person who is being a bigot, deal with that idiot. Don't feel comfortable and begin to kind of take your own lash back at the rest of the Igbos on social media just because you want to feel good. Like, I have to say that so that all Igbos can feel it. No, you are not saying that for the Yorubas. You are a bigot. Okay? You are not different from the Tinubu Sagbero, APC, Egbekebes, using Yoruba name, okay, to cause ethnic, religious, and tribal divisions, okay? Thinking we have to stand firm for Yoruba. These are hungry idiots who have no real value. They are absolute valueless, okay? And those they are defending knows that they have no real value. They are useless set of people, and they are Yorubas too, just like you have them in Igbo land or every other places across Nigeria. They don't represent the genuine people of that ethnic nationality. You should always remember, and if you don't have the mental capacity to deal with them that way, then you are like them. Accept it, okay? And maybe you can begin to heal from that, all right? Because we have gotten to a stage whereby it's becoming so kind of a stupid. People are beginning to sound so stupid, thinking they are sounding intelligent. Yorubas are, because of Tinubu, because of APC, Yorubas are. And you think you are saying something nice. I mean, you are saying something sensible. Some of you even call it the truth. I'm only telling you the truth. Like, dumbos, idiots sounding like they have something to say, Nobody asks you, because you can't be the dumbest idiot representing Yoruba or representing Igbo or speaking on their behalf, sounding like that. So all of us should begin to think like that. But if you can't help it, you are a bigot. And I don't have another word or another way to say it to you. The criminals who are planting the divisive rhetorics here and there, online, offline, they are doing so for their political interest, not for the interest of anybody. You know that, or you don't. Doesn't matter. Now you do. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I will see you some other time. Okay, we did well tonight again. It's like a notch further from what we had last night or yesterday. So I'll keep trying. And thank you. So before you leave, you can still like the broadcast, okay? Like it, share it, subscribe, and I will see you some other time. Merry Christmas.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀ ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré.